This is Will Beeman TV. Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua. Okay, y'all step into my office because I got your order on this one. Yo, y'all fans are crazy, bro. Hey, yo, y'all fans are crazy, dude. Like, um, as you all know, of course, Anthony Joshua defeats Jake Paul in the 6 round knockout. I just had a few fans comment on one of my videos saying that I was a supreme Jake Paul fan, and this is hilarious. They said I was a supreme Jake Paul fan, and I had a tear in my eye because he lost. And this is hilarious because, like, I felt like if it was if it wasn't scripted, Joshua would have got him out of there in the 1st round. Nonetheless, I don't think this fight was scripted. He lasted 6 rounds, but he got his ass beat. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. Nobody thought, like, in an actual real fight with 10-ounce gloves that Jake Paul could defeat Anthony Joshua in any shape, fashion, or form. Like, let's get that correct. I am a true fan of the sport. I love boxing. I've been watching boxing for years, since I was yay high. I know I don't look it, but I am not a YN. I'm not a little kid. Like, I got a little age on me. I'm not going to disclose that, but I'm not surprised by the outcome. I felt like if it would be scripted and go to the cards, they would give Jake Paul the nod. The man landed 16 punches throughout the whole fight. 16 punches. 16. You will never ever, unless you just have, like, you just get super lucky and knock somebody out, you will never win a fight landing 16 punches. No way. At all. Like I said, unless you just got some, like, supreme knockout power and you knock somebody out, let's say in the closing rounds, you get lucky and catch them with a shot, that's the only way you're winning a fight with that type of punch output. Just keeping it real. But that was hilarious though. I hope that fan was trolling because I'm, like I said, I respect Jake Paul, but to say I'm like a huge Jake Paul fan, knock it off. Like, I really respect the sport, and I respect Jake Paul as well. But everybody knows my guy is Shakur Stevenson, Bud Crawford, Errol Spence, you know what I mean, David Benavidez, um, Joshua was wilding too. That boy called out Tyson Fury. I mean, you know what though? That would be a different fight from Wilder Fury because AJ actually moves his feet, like Usyk. You know what I mean? Usyk is a different animal. We're not going to talk about comparisons, but yeah, that fan. Hey, shout out to you, man, for commenting. But yeah, that is so not a fact. Like, I am not a supreme Jake Paul fan at all. I do respect what he does bring to the sport, though. You got to give it up to the kid, man. Like, you can say he's a fake fighter or nobody respects him. They've been waiting on him to get knocked out and things of that nature. But to say he doesn't put asses in those seats be completely untrue. He definitely puts butts in them seats. And he's a big draw in the sport. Like, people, I'm not gonna say it's all boxing fans. It could be a lot of his fans from YouTube, social media platforms, things of that nature. But I felt like I knew that once we got out of round 2, I said, yeah, Jake Paul's gonna tire himself out. That's a lot of weight to carry around trying to box like a welterweight, or he was just on that bike. He was staying on the outside for the beginning of the fight, and I knew that he was gonna get tired. I was thinking, I'm like, okay, maybe he's trying to bait him, and then he'll go on the inside and try to exchange with him, which would have been suicide to me anyway. But nonetheless, he stayed on that bike damn near the whole fight, and he's normally the one that's the headhunter. You know what I mean? Walking his opponents down. And once I seen him like frolicking and falling down, I said, yeah, any minute now. Any minute now. And lo and behold, 6th round, got him out of there. But yeah, you fans are crazy. Yo, we just reporting on the fight. Nobody. I am a true boxing fan. I'm not a casual ass fan that don't know what I'm looking at. Like nobody in their right mind thought if this fight wasn't scripted and it was an actual real fight and it was a sanctioned bout. No one thought Jake Paul was going to beat Joshua. Maybe a casual or somebody that don't know what they're looking at, or just a supreme Jake Paul fan, as you guys are claiming me to be, would have thought that because they love Jake Paul. But let's be real, man. I 16 punches the whole fight, but I respect him. He got in there with a 2-time world champion, Olympian at that. Olympian, so you got to take your hat off to him. The only thing I say about this is AJ took on the challenge to fight Jake Paul like that. Well, it may have been a substantial amount compared to what he would have got for the Wilder fight, but I wish he was this responsive when Wilder called him out back in the day. You know what I mean? But yeah, but nonetheless, hey, Jake Paul got cooked. It is what it is. You're stepping there with a 2-time world champion, heavyweight at that. You know what I mean? So let's just be realistic here, people. You know what I mean? But yeah, but anyway, man, you guys like, comment, subscribe, man. Hit that notification bell, man. Keep showing love. And I'll promise I'll keep continuing to bring content to you guys. Thank you.